The following segment is sponsored by North Star Financial and Retirement Planning.
The stock market has made a lot of people nervous lately, especially those who are nearing retirement. But the right retirement plan should account for your age and stage when it comes to how much risk you're taking on. Joining us now are Fossing and Zach Jenkins. They're part of the team at North Star Financial and Retirement Planning, a local area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. George and Zach are also popular radio show hosts, joining us right now in the studio this morning. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The stock market can feel like a roller coaster ride. Is it a ride that we have to be on?
I have a saying, roller coasters are for kids. The folks we work with are primarily 59 and older. You know, that's not exactly where people want to be. It's fun for a while until it's not.
Yeah. We don't want those ups and downs.
Going up's fine. The down part's what gets people.
Yep. And I know your goal is to help retirees and retirees sleep better at night. So talk to us about why it's so important to be dialed in on just how much risk we're taking on.
Well, the big thing is a lot of folks don't, we forget bad things. If you go back to 2007, 2008, I know the viewers are back there old enough to say, ugh, awful.
Block that out.
And if you look at the stock market, we hit these points and now we're older. And older being what? Do you really want to go through this again? Have we not learned our lesson out there? The problem is a lot of people out there, they're working with a financial professional. You know what they say? Don't worry, you're in for the long haul. You're like, I'm 65, I'm 70 years of age. What your long haul is different than mine, and I don't want to go through this again, nor should you have to.
Yeah, you don't want to be strapped into the roller coaster for the downs.
Gosh, no.
And when you meet with people for the first time, how common is it for their portfolio to not match their age and their stage?
A lot of the people that we meet with are about to retire or already retired. And it happens a lot where people come in and they want to know, hey, what does my downside risk look like? If you've experienced a lot of growth over the last couple of years in the market, then there's a good chance that if things were to go south, that could negatively affect your portfolio. George tells this story all the time. It was a very unfortunate story, but some folks that he met with a long time ago, well, when they came in, they told the story. He's been doing this a long time.
Hey, 25 years.
So he's been doing this a while. Well, this couple came in and they said, hey, after 2008, we had to go back to work. They just didn't have a choice. So you need a checkup, and you need to know if it's going to.
There's a big difference between wanting to work and having to work.
When that was not
so
part
of the plan. A lot of people retire, they don't want to retire.
Right.
They enjoy what they're doing, and that's healthy. But when you're forced to do it and you go back, man, that affects your health.
You want to keep that word unretire out of your vocabulary.
We like to put harmony in the family. That's what it's about.
Well, then what is the best way to keep our money as safe as possible while finding growth potential at the same time? That's a balance.
Well, the big thing is there are alternatives out there, and I think people need to learn about these alternatives. And we don't have time on the program this morning to talk about that, but really there are safe money options where you could earn 3 to 7% over time per year. That's pretty helpful with zero downside risk. Who would not want to be involved with some of that for some of your money? If you're married, might be, your spouse might be a nervous Nelly, understandably, and the other person's like, hey, I'm a roller coaster, we really don't need it. Well, you can do both. It's not an either-or attitude out there. The object is for everybody to sleep at night. That's the #1 goal. My radio program for years is stop worrying, you're retired. And somebody said, you have to have a name for your program. I had no idea. I just came out of my mouth. I said, how about stop worrying, you're tired? Everybody's like, that's great, because that's what it's about. You work hard, you save, you put away, right? These are people who have sacrificed during the working years to start using this money. And for it to upset you and keep you up at night, you need to do something about it. You need to be in front of it.
Stop worrying. Be able to sleep at night. Before we go, let's talk taxes for a moment. There's a lot of talk right now about the potential for taxes to go up. What do you want us to consider?
Well, if nothing happens, then taxes are going to go up. We mentioned, George brought up last week on the show that the debt just hit $30 trillion. What does that even mean? I mean, how high would those $1 bills stack? Well, at some point, that bill's going to come due and people are going to have to pay for it. And just historically, that's the hardworking people. That's the middle class that is going to have to pay that bill. So if nothing happens, they're going to go back up in 2026. There's a window of opportunity for people that are 59 and a half and up to do something about that and get ahead of that and reduce their taxes.
I just want to really put an emphasis on this too. Why do taxes going up matter? Well, you can either reduce your standard of living because Uncle Sam's taking more. Who wants to do that? Or you have to take more out of your retirement accounts to offset that, which puts more stress on your retirement accounts, and the fear of outliving it becomes more real. This is an important thing to take care of.
Thank you so much
Thanks,
for the
Margaret.
conversation.
Appreciate it.
For those of you at home, if you're currently retired or getting close to retirement and you want to learn more about how you can potentially reduce your future taxes as well as protect and grow your hard-earned savings and investments, North Star Financial has a great offer for you right now until April 24th. They're offering a complimentary no-obligation retirement and investment report. This report will include potential tax savings opportunities and ways to reduce the effects of market volatility on your portfolio. Their team will schedule a phone call, video call, or future in-office meeting so they can speak with you personally and provide you with a roadmap going forward. The number to call now, area code 864-309-8146.